Hello and welcome back to the Vedantist. In our last episode, we performed a radical surgery on our reality. We separated the one thing from the 99 others. We separated the pure, silent observer, the true self, from everything else that is observed. We exposed the trap of Ahankara and Mamakara, the me and the mine. We saw exactly how stamping the outside world with the four-letter word mine creates massive false identification. It takes your pure, untouched awareness and drags it through the mud of worldly anxiety, false pride, and crushing depression. We learn to use our mental detector to isolate the pure I am, watching the physical body, the mind, and the emotions pass by like clouds in the permanent silent sky. But now that we have successfully separated the observer from the observed world, we have to ask a very pragmatic question. What exactly is this observed world made of? When you look out into the universe, what are you actually looking at? If you strip away the labels, the entire visible and invisible world, right from the towering mountains to the vast sky, from the gushing rivers to the deep forests, from the tallest concrete buildings down to microscopic viruses, all of them fall entirely within three rigid boundaries: space, time, and matter. In the Sanskrit terminology of Vedanta, these are known as Desha, space, Kala, time, and Vastu, matter. Absolutely nothing in the physical universe exists outside of these three: space, time, and matter. If you listen to modern cosmologists discussing the origin and evolution of the universe, they are obsessed with this exact triad. Modern cosmologists point out that space, time, and matter are essentially the bedrock of physical reality. Modern physics tells us that space and time are not independent. They are deeply woven together into a connection linked by velocity. And when you drop matter into the equation, the dynamics further change. Because matter actually reshapes the analogy of space and time. Scientists are spending billions of dollars building massive telescopes and particle accelerators to just study the space-time matter connection. Thousands of years before the theory of relativity, Vedanta had decoded this matrix. Vedanta explains that the space, time, and matter that modern scientists are exploring are actually the physical offshoots of three fundamental cosmic dimensions. These three cosmic dimensions are called the gunas. The three gunas are sattva, rajas, and tamas. The entire outside world is mandatorily enveloped within these three dimensions. And you must understand what the word dimension actually means. A dimension is not just a mathematical measurement. A dimension is a limitation. You will observe that the physical world is strictly limited to space, time, and matter. Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, and nothing beyond these three. Let's break down exactly what they are and how they physically manifest. First, there is Sattva Guna, the dimension of space. Sattva is the dimension of purity and expansiveness. It is unbound and all pervading. There is no place in this universe that is not pervaded by space, the emptiness. Right from the smallest emptiness between each granule of sand to the emptiness which is seen in the sky, Sattva pervades everywhere. In the physical universe, Sattva manifests as space, Desha. When you look up at the vast, clear, untouched sky, You are looking at the physical manifestation of sattva. It holds everything, yet it is completely untainted by the things inside it. Second, there is rajas. Rajas is the dimension of continuous movement, agitation, and extreme dynamism. It is that restless energy. In the physical universe, rajas manifests as time, kala. Time never stops. It forces change, drives evolution, and ensures decay. The entire world is in constant motion because of rajas, the timely sunrise and sunset, the waxing and waning of the moon, the rhythmic rise and fall of ocean tides, and the ceaseless movement of life itself is the manifestation of rajas in this world. And the third, there is tamas. Tamas is the dimension of inertia. It is stone cold, dense, heavy, and completely non moving. In Sanskrit, we call this jada, insentient. In the physical universe, tamas manifests as matter, vastu. When you touch a solid rock or look at a massive immovable mountain, now that is dense, heavy reality of tamas. The physical world as we see and hold, the buildings, the roads, the mountains, utility things and items like maybe your laptop, the chair you sit on, all of it is sustained by this principle of inherent inertia, which is the manifestation of tamas in this world. This is precisely what the macrocosm consists of: space, time, matter, which are desha, kala, vastu, in the form of sattva, rajas, and tamas. Every single object you observe, every situation you encounter is simply a mixture of these three dimensional limitations expressed through space, evolving through time, and appearing as matter. But remember the rule we already established in our previous episodes. Anything that can be observed is anatma. It is not self. Only the consciousness that is your true self is the observer. If you can observe space, time, and matter, then you, the true self, the observer, the pure consciousness, must exist outside of the space, time, and matter. Now, this gets incredibly personal. Because you don't just live in the world, you have a body and a mind that interact with it. In our next episode, we are going to extrapolate these three dimensions directly onto your human body and mind. We are going to see how space, sattva, time, rajas, and matter, tamas, play out inside your own physiology and psychology every single day. Moving forward, we will also learn how to transcend these three gunas or dimensions, which brings us to a whole new state called nirguna, which is going beyond the dimensions and stepping into the fourth dimension of life, where neither space, nor time, nor matter can influence your true self. Until then, observe the world around you, notice the emptiness between object to object, and appreciate that it is the dimensions of space, sattva. Notice how the world is time bound from moment to moment, and appreciate that it is the dimension of time, rajas. And notice the insentient objects around you and appreciate that it is the dimension of matter, tamas. Closely watch the matrix. Observe. But do not get identified with them. You are your true self, pure consciousness, existence, and nothing else.